afraid to interrupt or put it in the chat. Jessica Jagger is more she's taking care of the chat,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she will take care of you guys. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to just talk. Alrighty, so many of you that you do not have a LinkedIn account yet, you might be asking yourself, what is LinkedIn, right? Well, LinkedIn is a free social media platform that helps you grow your professional network and offers tons of tools to help you develop your career within your career. Your LinkedIn profile gives you that flexibility to develop your professional brand and showcase the many experiences and skills and accomplishment you have had over your educational experience and career. A little bit of history here about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the world's largest professional network. It has 690 million users globally. It was launched in 2003, and then it was acquired by Microsoft in 2016. It has 167 million users just in the US, which is more than 50% of US of the population in the country. 30 million companies use LinkedIn to find good candidates. 27% of Americans use it. Fifth most used social media platform just in the US. Historically, it has been for white collar jobs, but that is changing nowadays. 61% of people between the ages 25 to 34 years old use it, but we have seen an increasing number of mature workers joining LinkedIn recently. Some benefits about LinkedIn. It increases your visibility to HR, managers, recruiters, and other potential employers looking for great candidates out there. It gives you that opportunity to showcase your knowledge, skills, and credibility. It has that ability to easily expand your professional network, which is very important when it comes to looking for a job, especially for Ivy Tech grads. It also has that great tool to research employers or companies that you might be interested in by the time you finish at Ivy Tech. You have that well-rounded view through website, through company's LinkedIn page. You might see who's your connection there, who might be working there. It might be coworkers, or it might be alumni, or people that you went to high school with. You never know. Who can you find out there? Now, let's create or update your LinkedIn profile. If some of you already have one, go ahead and log in, and then you have the possibility to update it. Or if you don't have one, then that's even better. We can create one together. So I will ask you, if you don't have one, to go to this website first, which is www.linkedin.com/help/LinkedIn. This page is also helpful for information to update your resume, as I just said. And then please click what it says getting started. And you should be able, if you're doing this with me right now, you should be able to see this page. It should, if you click on getting started, then create a LinkedIn page, and you should be able to click here and it will take you to enter your information. Alrighty. Any questions so far? We're good.
No questions yet. I dropped the link in the page, or in the chat, Laura. If
perfect. Thank you, Jessica. Alrighty. So when it comes to your profile picture, it's very important. A good profile picture is a must. There is no choice, in my opinion. For a strong LinkedIn profile, you must have a good profile picture. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just use your cell phone camera in front of a plain background, wear a nice shirt, and don't forget to smile. That's very important. As you can see here, Catherine, she doesn't have like a plain background. She has some sort of building behind her, but at least it is concentrated on her face. Like it's a professional picture. It doesn't concentrate, the background concentrates on her. LinkedIn members with a photo receive far more engagement than those who don't have a picture. 21 times more profile views and 9 times more connection requests you will get if you have a profile picture. So make sure you have yours there. Mistakes to avoid about having a good, professional, clean profile picture in your LinkedIn profile. First of all, this picture right here is too casual. She's wearing casual clothes, she's drinking, she's having fun, right? This is not a good picture for a LinkedIn profile. This might be a picture for, I don't know, Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, that's fine. But when it comes to networking, this is not good. People pay more attention to pictures than words sometimes. So your profile picture needs to look clean and professional. About your cover photo. Including a cover photo gives you a more appealing profile, more complete and polished look to your LinkedIn account. It can be a photo of you giving a talk or participating in a panel. It could be a photo from the city that you're from, as Amelia is showing here. I don't know her personally, but I'm guessing that's the city where she lives, and that's totally fine. It doesn't have to be a high, it doesn't have to be a big deal, but as long as it is a high resolution and professional, the subject does not matter. Compared to Megan here, she doesn't have anything in her cover photo. I would say that Amelia's profile is a little bit more complete and appealing to recruiter's eye. Okay, let's move on. Headlines. Your headline is very important. Telling people what you're excited about now and the cool things that you want to do in the future is important to recruiters and employers seeking for great candidates. It's pretty much the first things that recruiters see, and it will determine how recruiters will find you. It has that, it helps to better connect you to the opportunities that you want, to the companies that you would like to work for. Now, so let's talk about a little bit more about bad and good, interesting headlines. So here are some examples of bad headlines and good headlines to illustrate what I mean. A specific keywords rich headlines are important no matter what your employment status is. When you're writing your headline, concentrate on the job you want. People, recruiters included, are interested in what you can bring to the table. Not necessarily your currently employment status. That's what makes you special, right? So be specific. For example, compare the word chef to what the headline of the chef is saying. Head chef with 20 years of experience in fine dining, gourmet catering, and casual bistros. That's more engaging, more appealing to the eyes of companies looking to see your headline, right? The more specific headlines generates more interest. You can also use your headline to let others know that you're looking for an opportunity, like summer jobs. Compare the student headline to seeking summer internships for marketing roles. That's quite a difference there. Okay, let's talk about your summary. The summary is like a short cover letter, right, about yourself. That's how you put yourself out there for people to see your background. It describes what motivates you, what your skills add, and what's next for you. It gives a better idea of who you are. Okay. So always remember that hiring managers just spend a few seconds looking at your resume before they decide to put you in the no file to the good candidates file. You no file, but like that bucket of no, good and no, good and bad. So you don't want that. You want to be in the good stack of resume. You don't have people's attentions for very long. So the quicker you can just catch your attention with your skills, your summary, your headlines, the better off you are. Some summary tips. Stand out from the crowd by showing your personality. Look at the summaries of people who have jobs you're interested in. Plug in relevant keywords. Google some examples of summaries for inspiration. Basically, go on Google. Or if you already have a LinkedIn account, look at other people's profiles. That way you can borrow some examples, or at least by looking at other people's profile, you come up with an idea of how to make yours better. That way you can stand out from the crowd quicker. And avoid those buzzwords. Buzzwords are not good. They are usually overused. They have become nearly meaningless these days. Some examples include being dynamic, synergy, and innovation. Everybody's putting those type of words out there. It means pretty much nothing these days. They usually distract the story from what you're trying to tell them. As this dad is telling a story to his daughter and about Prince, and look how many buzzwords he's using. The prince leveraged his extensive experience of exceptional leadership and communication skills. 3 hours later, just to say the prince is good. In real life, we don't talk like that, right? We just got straight to the point. So why telling all that story and all that blah, blah, blah in your LinkedIn profile? No, you want to be concise. When describing yourself, use specific words. That will definitely help you. Experience. This is when we're gonna plug from your resume. We're gonna get a few things from your resume and put it in your LinkedIn profile. So list the jobs you held, even if they were part-time, along with what you have accomplished at each of them. Even include photos or videos from your work. 77% of people making hiring decisions agree that they are increasingly prioritizing the skills over background. What they want to know. They want to know what skills you have or what skills can you learn. 69% of professionals think that verified skills are more important than a college education, right? We are in college right now. I shouldn't be saying this, but that's what the data is saying out there. Some soft skills examples that you can include in your LinkedIn account are being flexible, being a team player, you collaborate with others, which follows into the same team player skills. Some hard skills examples, being bilingual, for example, Spanish, being fluent in Spanish, know how to work with the Microsoft Office, Adobe Suite. Some companies are looking for this. Another experience tip is to always use keywords. Refer to keywords you found while looking at the desirable job description that you're interested in applying. Like, for example, operations manager or financial analysis in the audit or compliance area. LinkedIn's algorithm is more likely to connect you with the kind of recruiter or potential employer you want to reach out to if you use the keywords that matter to the industry or position. Okay. Another thing is attaching numbers to everything you can. Numbers usually increase that confidence in your abilities. No matter what your background is or experience, you can always find some sort of numbers to increase that ability in your profile. For example, many of our students, they have part-time jobs or internships, or many of them they use for a few hours in fast food restaurants. Like say you were working at McDonald's. So how much cash do you handle daily? How many people came in the door on an average day? How many people do you have to deal with? Or if you were a manager at this fast food restaurant, how many people were you in charge of? It's always put some numbers that gives more credibility to your skills and keywords. If you have worked in social media? By what percentage do you increase the company's page? How many followers? How many more followers you had since you started managing that social media page? How much engagement? What is the percentage of engagement you have increased for the company, or the page views? You can always use that to your favor. Okay. Now let's talk about education, licenses, certifications, and school and skill endorsements. Education. Always starting with your college education. List all the educational experience you have, including summer programs. That also matters, okay? When it comes to licenses and certifications, it usually inspires confidence in your skills and have that ability. According to LinkedIn, 70% of professionals think credentials and other ways to validate your skills are becoming more important every day.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
I'm going to be that girl. How would you write on your LinkedIn profile any kind of additional education you might have taken, like through LinkedIn Learning or Udemy or online courses like that?
Through LinkedIn specifically?
Yeah, LinkedIn has the learning platform, but there's other, like, you don't necessarily get industry certified, but you do get like a badge, completion badge or something like that. You would put that underneath education or licenses and certification.
I would do certifications.
Okay.
I will put it under certification since it is part of the licenses and certificates or maybe programs that they usually offer for educational purposes. But yeah, in here under education, I will always recommend associate's degree, your bachelor, master's. But when it comes to certifications, I will put it under this area, which they all combine as education in general. But just to be a little more specific, I will put it here. Okay, any other questions out there? Are you good? Sometimes I talk too fast and I don't realize that might be someone out there that didn't get the information.
Someone is asking, how might we add badges to our LinkedIn accounts? And I believe you can, under the, hold on, it's been a minute since I've been in there, but you can upload a variety of documents. That could be your resume, PDFs, badges, into your profile.
Yes.
Under your featured section.
Yeah, so here I have mine open and I need to update it, by the way. It's still saying student at ivytech. So my bad. But yeah, you can definitely upload, well, here it gives you the photos and videos, but the badges should be someplace that you should be able to update your resume, cover letter, or references. Right now,
yeah, if you view your profile, and then the featured section underneath about.
Okay.
You can say add featured, and that's where you can put all sorts of things: media, links, articles, posts. This is really good too if you have if you're like a visual communications student, or you have a lot of things, or a website developer. This is a really great way to have a free online portfolio, so you don't have to pay for a website.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Or if you guys use our career development portfolio, that would be great, and then you can put all the stuff here as well. Alrighty, so I'll move on to skill endorsements. What are those? So including specific skills in your LinkedIn profile is a great way to showcase your abilities to other members. So it can be your network, right? So your network, as well as other recruiters, will be able to see this skill endorsement. You can add a maximum of 50 skills to your profile. So here you can see my top 3, which are blogging, editing, and social media. Once you have added a skill to your profile, your connections can endorse you for these skills. These are called skill endorsements. It usually contributes to the strength to your profile, and it increases the likelihood that you'll be discovered for opportunities related to the skills you have. It goes into the algorithm to match you to employers. You don't need to request a skill endorsement in order to receive one. It will be automatically. So it will be by default, you will receive a notification when a connection endorses you of your skills. Okay. So it will be either a friend or a coworker or someone that it endorses your skills, and it will happen automatically. Okay. Now let's talk about languages, accomplishments, volunteering job, interests, and organizations. Languages. World of work is increasing globally. It increases premium on bi or multilingual candidates. LinkedIn limits you to 3 languages. If you speak more than 2, other than English, usually prioritize those in which you're most confident on, okay? For example, in my case, I speak Spanish and English, right? So I will always put a, Spanish fluent of fluent in Spanish, pretty much. But Spanish is my first language and English is my second language. But usually I would put always that language out there, like Spanish fluent or things like that. But there are people out there that they speak 3 languages other than English. So they might know German or they might know Italian or things like that. So those are points to your profile. Accomplishments. Great point here. So it's like a portfolio, right? When you have a lot of accomplishments, you have many options here. The first one, honors and awards. If you have earned a prize in or out of the school, go ahead and put it in. Don't be shy. It usually, it add points again. Let the world know about it. Let them know how many awards or honors have you received, either during the school or outside the school. Projects. In the school, we have tons of group projects or individual projects that you can share. Whether you led a team assignment in school or built an app on your own, talked about what you did and how you did it. People like to know those details. It gives them some sort of topic to talk about with you. Courses. List the classes that you show off the skills and interest that you are most excited about. Publications. If you have published any articles or books or posts in certain social media platforms, go ahead and put it in. It has the inspiration of putting all your work out there, and it will speak by itself. It would just, by people looking at your profile and seeing all of this, they will be like amazed. They want to know you, they want to talk to you and learn more about all these accomplishments that you have so far. Okay. Volunteering. If you volunteer, please indicate it in your profile. This shows that you care about your community. And volunteering experience do not need to be formal. For instance, if you volunteer at your kids' PTA, that's volunteering. Those are skills that you learn there that you can add to your profile. In addition to showing that you care, your volunteer section gives the person reading your profile another way in which to connect with you in a conversation topic. Admissions officers and employers often use volunteering experience as just as valuable as paid work. Okay, so make sure you provide that information and that those are values that you have. For some students that we don't have, for example, when I first started college, I didn't have work experience, right? So when I have to create my resume, I didn't have, or LinkedIn account, I didn't have like experience, any work experience to put there. But I was involved in students organizations. I was volunteering in my community. I was doing those type of jobs that were not paid, but I had skills to add in to my resume and LinkedIn profile. Interest. Go ahead and put out there the interests that you have. There are some sort of news sources that you can share, and influencers, schools, or groups that you follow on LinkedIn. All of that belongs to your interests. Again, it provides more opportunity to connect with others. Like you can see here in these examples, there's some people or some organization that are part of my interest, or other people's interests that I got to know through them. Organizations, they are meant to bring people together over shared interest. Have you joined any clubs or schools or outside the school? Be sure to describe what you did or what you're doing at each of them. In the school, in high school, throughout your whole schooling, and in college, there's tons of students organizations that you can join, or within your church or community services. There are always so many groups or organizations that you can join, and from there you always will learn a lot of the skills and values that you can add to your professional career. Now let's talk about recommendations. This is a hard one, in my opinion. So recommendations: ask your current or previous managers, professors, classmates who have worked with you close enough to write a good recommendation for you. This gives extra credibility to your strength and skills. It's pretty much like a personal testimonial that strengthens your profile. As you can see here, these two examples, it's like a paragraph, pretty much putting those great values about you, how good of experience that person had working with you or studying with you or doing some sort of project with you. Now, some people might give you this reaction, right? I'm not saying all, but some people might give you this kind of like, what are you asking? But hey, ask and you shall receive. You never know. It's not as weird as you think. If a person says no, it's okay, move on, keep asking. Someone will say yes. Someone will know your values and skills and will want the best for you. So keep asking. Ask yourself this. So if a coworker come to you and ask you to write a letter of recommendation or a recommendation for his or her LinkedIn profile, how will you feel? You'll probably say, it's okay, no problem, I'll do it. Just give me, I don't know, maybe a day or so and I will write you a recommendation, right? You're more likely to be willing to do it. So know that there are some people out there that they will do it for you, that they know how skilled you are and how they want you to succeed. So ask and keep asking. You will get a yes, okay? Offer to return a favor. That might help as well. Now, about networking tips. This is for people that they already have their LinkedIn profile and they might need to work in the networking a little bit more. So connect with previous and current coworkers, friends, and family that you have. Reach out to people in jobs and industry you're interested in and ask for information on interviews. This is very important. Connect with everyone you have a meeting with after that meeting is over. And usually add a personal note with a request to connect with them. Post and engaging content. Encourage those comments from others and engage on other people's posts by reacting or commenting, like in regular social media, like we do in Facebook and Instagram and all the other platforms that we use. Some key takeaways to have a successful LinkedIn account: Put some time and effort into your profile. At least that when you first start creating it, put some time and effort. The better your profile, the better off you are to connect with a lot of people that you might want to work in that type of industry. Don't be afraid to connect or ask for recommendations again. Show your personality to stand out. Engage with others' posts by commenting, reacting, or posting an article or posting some sort of news that is interesting to you regarding to that industry that you want to work for. Make sure that the content is useful to create those connections. It's important that you prioritize quality over quantity. That's very, very, very good point there. And be patient. Know that opportunities comes in many different ways, expected and unexpected ones. Opportunities, opportunities, opportunities everywhere. Bottom line is that a strong LinkedIn profile provides you with tons of opportunities, the opportunities that you might want. So, as well as a surprise, you never know. You never know what opportunities out there. I want to appreciate all of you for your time today, and I'm open to answer any questions you guys might have. And here is my information. I'm a career coach of the Fort Wayne campus, but again, as Jessica was saying, it's I think everybody's been saying this. All of you, you have a career coach anywhere. So either you reach out to me if you're from the Fort Wayne area or any other career coach out there.
And if we don't have
Questions?
if you don't have a career coach at your particular campus, you do have career services. So there's at least somebody that can help you.